confirmation then of that victory for Takahashi. Will it be a similar comfortable route through for her compatriot Kento Momota? He is up next against Martin Giuffre of Canada, and then Janne Jorgensen with what seems another lopsided affair against Milan Ludik. You might say the same with Ratchanot up against Özge Bayrak of Turkey, and then Saina Nehwal will complete the action for us on court number 1 with that match against Chung to decide who will meet Takahashi in the last 16. Well, we can't complain about the matches. A lot of three-setters. Tommy Sugiyato with probably the most dramatic of all, losing to Wei Nan on this court a little earlier. And of course, Lee Chong-wei pushed to 3 games. And Kashyap going out as well to Nguyen Minh of Vietnam. But you get the feeling in these last 5 matches we're watching here, it would be the biggest surprise of them all if one of them, these top seeds, didn't go through.
Well, and when you look at the next match with Momota, and the fact that he won in this very arena just a couple of months ago at the Indonesia Premier Super Series, I mean, he's got to be overwhelming favourite, hasn't he, for this encounter? And
we mentioned Kashyap getting beat by Nguyen Minh, and well, that's a possible meeting in the last 16. Of course, Momota is aware of upsets, though, isn't he? In the World Championships, everyone expecting him to have such a brilliant time of it last year after what he did in the Thomas Cup, but got knocked out in that first round in Copenhagen by Wei Nan.
Yes, I think he's matured considerably in the last 12 months as a player and probably as a person as well. And I think that he is now a real threat, and he believes in himself, and I think it's a whole different man who will appear on court to 12 months ago.
Yeah, I mean, confidence can be high. You mentioned he won in Indonesia, he won the Singapore Open as well, so it's 2 Super Series titles in his last 3 events. So it's a bubble that's got to be burst by someone, but you know, we saw today Lee Chong-wei, there was some vulnerability there, although he looked very, very authoritative in the final game. Chen Long, well, he's looking good so far, but an interesting clash he's got coming up against Tanon Sak in the next round, who looked pretty impressive against Derek Won today, and has caused Chen Long some problems in the recent past, albeit the defending champion has come through. But I mean, Momota, I mean, he's number 4 seed. We mentioned what he's done, and he's got to be, he's not favourite, I know, but he's got to be up there with the favourites to win this week.
Yes, given the conditions, because like the previous match we've just witnessed with Takahashi having these winning shots, of course Momota is also a left-hander, and he too has this ability to create angles out of seemingly nothing, and therefore being able to play winners in this arena is a huge bonus. Just trying to keep the shuttle going will not win titles here in Astoria.
Well, the umpire's gone through the pre-match chat. Warm-up can begin with Kento Momota here up against Martin Giuffre of Canada. Focus first on the world number 4, the number 4 seed. As you can see, it's been a pretty good year, 4 defeats only. Mentioned those 2 wins that he had. Janne Jorgensen in the final here. Last 16, Australian Open, India Open quarter-final at the All England and Malaysian Open. Of course, he won his first Super Series title in Singapore last year, and then went on to play such a big part in that fantastic Thomas Cup triumph for Japan. As you can see, 36 minutes to see off Germany's tall man Dieter Domke in round 1. Very comfortable second set in particular. And, well, he's number 4 in the world, and Giuffre is number 118. He beat a man ranked 55 in the world on Monday, Thomas Roussel of France. So he won that in 3 games. So he's already caused what you term an upset here this week. But this is an altogether different prospect. He's back playing badminton on a regular basis than last year. He's, as you can see, there's that 52-minute when he had. He had pretty much a 4-year hiatus. He did play at the Sudirman Cup in 2013, but he didn't play any international events from 2010 to 2014 on an individual basis. Basically, he was qualifying to be a doctor and concentrating on his studies.
Well, I've just been talking to his coach, and he was concentrating on his studies, you're absolutely right. But he hasn't actually started his medical training yet. He's going to do that immediately after the Rio Olympics. So the big goal is to try and qualify for Rio, which is going to be extremely tough. Not only has he been not playing internationally, but the qualifying system to get into the national team is very specific in Canada. You can imagine with the Americans, everything has to be specified on, you know, how you get selected. And it's all based on domestic events. And he hasn't been able to play the domestic events. So he then hasn't got selected for the international events.
Well, he has played a few this year, obviously. You're saying it's taken him a while to get into playing them, but he has won 2 events this year, albeit events in the Caribbean. He won in Trinidad and Tobago and in Jamaica.
A win is a win.
That's how you just took the words out of. It is.
Yeah.
You can only beat what's in front of you. And he's come here and he's beaten a player ranked 55 in the world, which is going to help his world rankings as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this is an altogether different prospect.
Service over, 1-0.
It's one of 5 children, so I should think there's a natural competitive edge in the Canadian.
Yeah. Yeah, I looked him up on the internet, as you do, on that World Wide Web. And there is already a Dr. Martin Giuffre as well. I don't know if his dad's a doctor as well.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Age-wise, it would seem about right as well, but I'm sure there's more than you might. It's the same name exactly, Martin Giuffre. So he may be Martin Senior, or maybe someone completely unrelated.
Good rally. It's a very good rally. Oh, my goodness.
Hey, he's not afraid, is he?
No. You know, he's coached by a former world and Olympic silver medalist, Adi Wiranata.
Right. Is that because he's part of the Canadian squad, or is that someone that looks after him personally?
Well, he's certainly based in Calgary, I think, and whether it's club coach or national coach, I don't think he's Adi Wiranata is a national coach because that's Jeff White who's here.
Another great tight net shot. Hello, Mr. Momota. Welcome to a badminton battle. Look at this.
Won the World Championship silver medal in this very arena, 1989. Lost to Yang Yang in the final.
Of course, the last time these World Championships were held here was that year. And there's a couple of winners from that year that are here this week. There's head coaches, of course, De Jongbo, who won the men's doubles, and Park Ju-bong, who was part of a opening mixed doubles pair.
Service over. 5-3.
The third time that the World Championships have been held here in Jakarta.
Service fault call.
Service fault call. That's
Service over.
disappointing, really, from Giuffre's point. Made such a good start.
Above the waist, just confirming what the fault was called for.
4-5.
It's fair to say Giuffre's waist is a little higher than Momota's in terms of actual height.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, he ducked out of the way. He thought it was out, given in, so it's a challenge straight away from Giuffre.
I thought that was quite well inside the line.
Yeah, a good look at it. He was pretty convinced, wasn't he? Yeah, he didn't have the best look, but he celebrated it as if he thought it was out. The mind can play tricks sometimes, though, can't it?
Yeah.
Just been called on a service fault. He can have more luck with Hawkeye here, the Canadian. No, he's not. Right on the line. Still has another challenge remaining. Obviously, the message hasn't quite got through yet. There we go. It's on the big screen now here inside the
Challenge
store.
unsuccessful. 5-0. Martin, 1 challenge remaining. Play.
Overdone it.
6-5.
Completely mistimed shot.
7-5.
Well placed by Momota.
8-5.
It's as if he's gained some superiority at last.
Now make that 5 straight points.
All started, of course, with the service fault.
Service fault, and you can't argue with it, but it's amazing what a difference it can make to a match, the psychology of that.
And he's got another point at last. 7 in a row for Momota.
10.
hit, but should be moving okay. Plays some lovely net shots, doesn't he?
Yeah. This is a good rally.
He doesn't look like the 118th ranked player, does he?
No. How many tournaments has he got towards his world ranking?
Yeah, he's played quite a few this year.
I know he's played 9 this year, but
9, 10.
Optimum number, of course, is 10 if he wasn't playing any last year.
Yeah, he did play a few last year. He, started at the... But it's he that leads.
Yeah.
11, 10.
Wonderful fight back. 6 straight points.
Well, what a topsy-turvy start to this match.
Yeah.
And it's Martin Giuffre who has the lead, 11 points to 10.
Kento Momota, Japanese coach there. Ice pack on the back of the net. There's Jack White.
Court 1, 20
I was
seconds.
chatting to
Court 1, 20
before
seconds.
this men's singles got underway.
Martin.
Of course, Canada have already got a player through to the last 16 of the women's singles. Michelle Lee.
11, 10. Play. Fourth. Service over. 11, 4.
Well, that run comes to an end right after the restart here. They're far too short. Bang it goes. Momota's time for a run of points again.
Service over. 12, 13.
Just tempt Giuffre into the net. Oh, he slipped there, Canadian.
15.
So tried to change direction. Watch his left leg. Yeah.
Thankfully, nothing untoward happening.
So clever. What was he talking about and admiring the little hold and flick before? This time in the middle of that rally, Momota held and then brought it back to the net, and the Canadian was thinking he's going to hold and flick again, so was backing off from the net, just mixing it up quite beautifully, the left-hander.
Well, he's getting away again. Is he getting away properly this time? Or is there more resistance from the Canadian in this opening game?
Indecision costing him dear.
Remember, it was 11-10 at the interval. So 8 of the 9 points since have gone Momota's way.
Service over. 13-18.
And here he comes again.
14-18. Service over. 19-14.
Well, he has been made to work for it. Well, Momota has shown that he has got a fabulous array of shots, hasn't he? There's another one to finish it off in terms of the first game, but well played both players, really. Martin Giuffre certainly playing his part in an entertaining 17 minutes there. What a super touch here right at the end. And it's the number 4 seed from Japan who takes the opening game. To 14 the scoreline. Also a world junior champion, Kento Momota, was back in 2012. Been plain sailing for him after the Thomas Cup when his form dipped a little, including the exit in the World Championships a year ago in Denmark. bounced back royally the last few months.
Second game. Love ball. Play. One love.
Yeah, I think towards the latter stages of that opening game, I thought Momota started really dominating from the front of the court with his net shots getting there first. And it seems to me, the first couple of points of this second game, that Giuffre has said to himself, I've got to play the perfect net shot, and in trying to do so, he's made a couple of errors.
But has he played the perfect shot here? Did it land on the line? That's what the line judges thought. Momota thought differently. Certainly was close. Looked like it just caught the line though, but I'm not sure. The judge is pretty sure, but
well,
with only Hawkeye will know.
Yeah, with only 2 challenges allowed per match, unless of course you get your challenge correct, you keep it just like it is. At 2 love in the second game, would you risk losing one of your challenges?
I don't know what you mean, but yeah, probably would.
Well, it was worth the challenge. That's out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I think that's pretty much as close as you get without it actually touching the line.
Not a wasted challenge. Well done. Shut me up, hasn't it?
Briefly. We wouldn't want it to happen for too long, Jim.
No, I wasn't sure about that either, but I'm going to keep quiet.
But he looked to his coach there, did Martin Giuffre, and yeah, it was another close one, to be fair, but I think it was in. And points are hard to come by, aren't they, at the moment for the Canadian.
Yeah, the problem for Giuffre is that he's not able to read the overhead shots of his opponent, and therefore he's having to wait until the shuttle is actually hit. And you know, he's got such an array of shots, Momota, that, well, he's hit an angled one down the forehand side, then he powers one down the backhand side. I mean, what do you do as an opponent? It's an issue.
Yeah.
I suppose don't let him hit anything overhead in the first place. Yeah, well, he thought he'd give extra height to the clear, Giuffre. That doesn't work either. So he's got to play back to the net, or he's got to hit in a downward direction.
And there goes another, and now it's becoming pretty relentless, isn't it, from Momota?
Well, he's giving a masterclass at the moment on how many different shots you can play with disguise on the overhead. That reverse slice.
Yeah, the shuttle's gone out in towards the cameramen, so we'll just take a new one. 9 love it is, and well, emphatic from Momota here. There you go, on the board.
Yeah. Hitting in a downward direction, and that's what I suggested. But, you know, it's awfully easy for me to sit here and say what a player should do when you're out on the court. Quite frankly, you're not given many opportunities. You know, he was desperately trying to not lift that one and play back to the net, but because it was a little bit loose, then again there's an opportunity for Momota.
And you don't have to ask him twice, do you?
No.
And just guides it beautifully into the corner there. Look.
Yeah, no, you see, I know he's made the error, but I like that. I like that Giuffre was trying to put pressure on his opponent.
Well, the outcome now seems a foregone conclusion, doesn't it, really? First set, there was a little bit of tension, a little bit of questioning to do, but not here. 11-1, that is what we call emphatic. Impressive from the 20-year-old from Japan.
Dejected, doesn't he? Giuffre.
Yeah, but as you say, you know, you start thinking, well, what am I going to do now?
Yeah.
11-1.
I'm playing pretty well here, but I'm being demolished.
I'd love to know what Jeff White said to him. 12-1. Because coaches are realistic, you know, and it's a fairly dire situation for the Canadian. So you've got to probably just give him one positive thing to tactically to focus on. Just fabulous.
It is. And Tommy was saying he's been in good form. You know, with his couple of wins recently. No signs of that form abating here, is there?
Certainly not in this match. Ability to find angles, seemingly impossible angles. He creates something out of nothing, and we've had a real demonstration of that today.
Yeah, it's been a joy to watch, hasn't it? Not going to get to watch it for much longer today, although there's one that gets inside the line for Giuffre.
Service over. Train 14. 4-14.
Well, he's missed a few.
5-14.
Yes. Well, he's
6-14.
making the scoreline look a little more respectable, winning a few points here, Giuffre. Delaying the inevitable, of course, but still. It's a big experience for a player who is putting studies on hold to try and get to Rio next year.
Well, it's 5 straight points, isn't it? Doing well. I like to see this sort of character in a player. I mean, to all intents and purposes, he's out of this match, but he's still fighting. He's still wanting to make the scoreline respectable.
7-14.
Well, frankly, if he was to get another 3 points, 10-14, then all of a sudden it's believable again.
And he's had two or three runs like that in the match, hasn't he? Which is no mean feat against a guy who's playing like Momota is.
Service over. 15-7.
Challenge.
Yeah, challenge from Giuffre.
You're in a better position than me. What did you instinctively think?
I thought it was out, but
Yeah.
and the replay hasn't really changed my mind. It wasn't by much.
No, so the line judge getting it right again,
Yeah.
in your opinion, yeah.
As we're saying, we'll get the definitive answer though. And indeed it was out.
Challenge unsuccessful. 16-7. Martin, no challenge remaining. Play.
Oh, my goodness. That was sort of a putt kill. He came forward to the net. Seemed to just cut across the shuttle. Now that is a sign of confidence.
How many different shots can you play in one match? Huh?
Yeah,
The
exactly.
motor's going through them here.
Service over. 8-17. Service
Pity
over.
into the net from Giuffre.
18-8.
His race is almost run at these World Championships. Well, even the net cord now against the Canadian.
8.
2 more points required. And that is match points.
20. Match point. 8. Service over. 9-20.
So one save. Well, that's pretty apt the way that one's finished, because it ends with another delightful Kento Momota shot. And watch out, he looks in the kind of form that saw him win in this historic arena back in June.
Won by Kento
You wouldn't
Momota.
necessarily want to back against him again this week. He's looking good. And credit as well there to Martin Giuffre, because there's a little spells in that match where he certainly looked better than a player ranked outside the top 100 in the world. But Kento Momota goes through to face Vietnam's Nguyen Minh Minh who of course came through against Kasyap earlier in what was a lot tighter match than this one. 21-14, 21-9, Momota into that last 16.
Oh, sorry, this way.
Ball hand here alongside Steen Pedersen, and we'll be taking you through the last 3 matches of this evening then. 7:15 almost local time here in the Istora Stadium. Good result there for the 4th seed, a fairly emphatic victory for Kento Momota. 21-14, 21-9. We'll be bringing you action from the 2nd seed right at the foot of the draw, Jano Jorgensen from Denmark up against Milan Ludic from the Czech Republic. World ranked 67th on paper, should be fairly academic, but you never know. And that's the 12th match of the day. 13th will be Ratchanok Intanon, the 5th seed, against Berak from Turkey.